Hello Aquarius, welcome to your May reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node and progressed, or just wherever you have Aquarius, my love. So let's get into your May energy. First thing, as soon as I got into your vibe, I was feeling inner child things. The song that channeled for you was New Divide, Linkin Park, and that took me down a whole fucking rabbit hole because I love Transformers. Transformers 1, 2, and 3, but pretty much Transformers 1 and 2 are like my motherfucking jams. They were my favorite movies ever as a kid. And they came up for you, so I'm feeling like huge inner child stuff is coming up. We have Chiron and Void of Course, Moon Missing coming out for you. So I feel a huge healing in somewhere. Essentially, like it feels like a void. It feels like there's an emptiness within you, Aquarius, that May is trying to help you become aware of. And I think that it stems from childhood. Some of you guys could be, okay, earth element stability. So some of you guys could have felt, I mean, you guys are Aquarius, Saturn ruled sign, Uranus ruled sign. You could have felt growing up that things weren't really all that stable. It could have been that the house that you were in was stable, but maybe just the energies surrounding you were not, because with this Chiron healing, earth element and void of course missing, it feels like what was missing was the stability. Now we have the North Node life's purpose coming out with Leo. I will. So fucking hell. May feels like a month, and that's the thing too. You guys are getting smashed by Pluto moving into Aquarius. There is so much going on in fixed signs at the moment. You guys are obviously going to be going through a huge shift. The thing is, all of these cards that I have out here for you are literally brown and yellow. Brown and yellow. So we have your roots essentially and your solar plexus. So we have you getting confident for the first time in a long time about your sense of stability. You guys are really being pushed at the moment. With this North Node, Leo, I will, life's purpose, you are literally getting pushed into the fire. I feel like Mars moving into Leo, opposing you guys, it's really going to be giving this push and pull energy that's going to be forcing you to take action where you felt like there's been a void. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, the void exists within your sense of stability. I think for a lot of you guys, it feels like things have just really been uncomfortable. Six of Swords. It kind of feels like you guys have had to walk away from some really tough situations, some really overwhelming situations. Some of you guys are currently in the process of moving away from really overwhelming situations. Some of you guys are in a very overwhelming living situation, or just family situation, but it's just really feeling like emotional overwhelm. I feel as though, like, the thing is with you guys Aquarius, you guys are far from the most emotional sign in the zodiac, but that sure as hell doesn't mean that you don't feel emotions. We have the Sun and we have the Strength card coming out. So, you know, you guys have a tendency to be quite, you can be really closed off if that energy is called out of you. We have Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Childhood. I feel like there is a thing about childhood really coming up for you in May. It just feels like this is a month that's really activating some repressed energies that you've been holding on to since childhood, and that a lot of that because Leo, Mars in Leo energy that we have out here. Leo is the child. Leo is the children. We have strength. We have energy. I mean Leo energy out here again, and then we have the Sun, which is Leo energy again. Childhood energy. So this is big childhood stuff. May feels like a month where things are just being forced out into the open with this Jupiter abundance. It feels like you guys are destined for a life of a lot more abundance than you've been physically experiencing for a long time. For a long time. It feels like with this Page of Wands, I'm seeing this as growing out without much fruitfulness around you, as not having much to sort of hold on to. It kind of feels like you've been your own source of inspiration for a long time, or May, you just are really becoming your own source of inspiration. You're trying to get your joy back. Your light is coming back. You have essentially been in a really, it feels like a deep process of restoration and renewal, and it doesn't feel like it's been comfortable. It feels like it's been quite an uncomfortable, quite a I want to say unhappy. Like, unhappy is the word that keeps coming to my mind. It feels like the period that you've been moving through, it could have been especially over the last 6 months, especially since we've had a lot of Pluto energy activating you. Yeah, beggar coming out. It's a lot of it's got to do with your resources, because we do have Pluto squaring the north and south node, which is again fixed energy, so it's really hitting you. We have Uranus in a fixed sign. We now have Jupiter moving into a fixed sign, Taurus. All of that's going to be squaring you this year. So it's causing you to need to find a balance. It's causing you to really look at some things that you've been holding on to for a long time. There's a sense of your freedom being stolen. This beggar card says light attributes, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So that's literally, like I've been talking about with this earth element stability card, you guys in May, it's your resources that are really being highlighted. And I feel like they've been highlighted for a long time, but May, it's almost like everything comes to a head. Like everything is coming out to be sort of like taken care of. Everything's coming out to be worked through and moved through. There's some of you guys, you need to leave a situation behind that you can feel is physically draining you. It's draining the life out of you. It could even just be the way that you're thinking about the situation, or the beliefs that you have around a certain situation. It could fit, like for some of you guys, you could have had to leave certain people, a job behind, anything, you know, that you've had to really sort of like release. It could have been really something that you didn't really want to do. It could have been something that you've really been trying to hold on to, not having to actually let go of. It's almost like giving me an energy of someone just trying to make something work, even though it feels like it's not, even though it's becoming so emotionally overwhelming that you're feeling like at times you might drown. There's a loyalty here. You're a fixed sign, once again. Like, fixed signs are very loyal to what it is that they are trying to do. So with this beggar coming out, you've had to confront the fact that sometimes, even no matter how much time, work, effort, love, attention we put into something, sometimes things crumble. Sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes, essentially, we have the rug pulled out from underneath our feet. You guys are being confronted with survival-based stuff. Chiron healing. This is healing. This is coming up for healing right now, so that you can actually begin to move forward in your life's purpose. Because I feel like there's like there's a stifling, like it feels like it's putting a stop to you being able to actually move forward. This survival issue that you're really moving through. The shadow attribute of the beggar card is dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. So, you know, this is kind of the energy of really taking charge, taking that power into your hands, deciding that you are in control of how you are manifesting and manipulating in this earthly realm. You know what I mean? Like, every single person on this planet has a different way in which they work with spirit. Our birth charts are literally a map to how it is that we communicate with spirit, how we manifest, how we are here to show up, how we can potentially show up, how we're here to evolve, all these sorts of things. They're all readable for us in our birth chart. And I feel like for you guys with this North Node, it's like, it's seen clearly for the first time in a long time that you have been in an energy of, you've been in the void. Like, that's what it is. You've been in the void. This void of course means missing. You've been in the void. You've been in the void for a long time. It feels like you've been moving through dark night of the soul, like shadow shit, deep shadow shit. And I think May is really coming in to start showing the light again, to start showing the possibility and the potential. I think that you guys have at times almost lost yourself in the fear of not being able to provide for yourself or your family. But it really feels like May, you're choosing to no longer allow this fear to overwhelm you. You don't want to be the beggar anymore. You want to be in charge, you know. It's essentially you're wanting to see things from a higher perspective, see things from a different perspective. There's, like I said, there's a coldness. Like, look at this card. It's all snowflakes and stuff in the background. Like, the sun is hot. This is cold. It feels like for a long time you've been in this cold energy, and oh my god, and you know what, that's so funny, because just before I got on your reading, I just kept hearing the word defrost. Like, I was so cold and I had to go sit out in the sun for a bit before I started this reading because I literally felt like I had to defrost. So that is a huge message for you guys, because it feels like this month you are defrosting. You're letting stuff go and it's helping you to actually defrost. You're no longer going to be so tight, so rigid, you know? Things aren't going to be so stuck one way. This is like really deep and profound healing. We have support. Ask for help. Get more rest and nurture yourself. Another orange card. Like your sacral chakra is really, really speaking to you. Your sacral and your solar plexus are really speaking to you in May, because it's really, really, really time for you to like move into a more confident version of yourself. Your confidence is increasing. The strength in the sun is pretty much saying that the more you're learning to actually master yourself, I feel like you're learning to master your own inner world, inner landscape, because it feels like the inner child in you is really really has a lot to say. It really has a lot of energy to give. There's a lot of energy I feel like you guys want to give. But it feels like there's been a stifling and a stuckness here, because it's felt like you haven't had anything to give, because obviously it feels like life has sort of been taking, with this beggar archetype coming out. This is why support is important. This is where you need to start opening yourself up and actually asking for help. At the moment, like, you are going through a process right now with this North Node coming out and Chiron. You are healing really powerful elements of your psyche. When the North Node comes out, this is evolutionary shit. Chiron's coming out to say that there is a part of your soul that is evolutionarily healing at the moment, and part of that means that you need to open up and ask for support, as well as take better care of yourself. Taking much better care of yourself. Void of course, moon missing. What's missing is the fact that you haven't been taking care of yourself, because you're probably always stuck focusing on other people with this Chiron healing. You are the card. You guys are the archetype of the humanitarian. You are the collective. You are the collective sign. You know, Leo is ruled by the sun. It's the ego. It's me, me, me. Whereas Aquarius is we. So you guys are, I feel like, kind of, because with all this Leo that's coming out, you guys are really integrating your polarity. So, you know, the Leo-Aquarius axis is your polarity to really move through and learn from in this lifetime. So that's learning, essentially, to love thyself and to love others and give to others as well, which is similar to Aries and Libra. But with you guys, Leo is all about the performance, the act of creation, the playfulness, the happiness, the funness of life. That's why it kind of rules children, because Leo energy is that innocent play. It's that innocent connection to joy, which is the sun. You know, and so Aquarian energy is taking that joy and spreading it to others, taking that joy and taking care of others and nurturing others, and seeing the potential in everything, you know, seeing the potential in everyone. I'm seeing the star card, because the star card rules Aquarius. It rules astrology. And Aquarius, you guys rule technology, because you guys are so brilliant. Your minds are so fast. You are so quick, you know. But you sometimes forget to ask for support, because once again, you're in this Leo-Aquarius axis. I can do it myself. Always wanting to do it yourself, not wanting to admit the fact that maybe at times you need help. Oh my god, why is my mom ringing me? Pause.
Hello, precious one.
What? You're interrupting me.
Oh, well, there's a sale on for fitted electric blanket, 2 controllers, 1 for each side of the bed. Are you a queen, a double, or a king?
Well, I don't want this bed, so I'd prefer a queen or a king.
Oh, king? Well, king's not going to fit in the fucking room, baby.
No, but it will my future bed. Probably queen.
Get the queen?
Because this bed's too small. The double sucks.
Oh, we should have just... Well, it's a wonder Ryan hasn't come across one.
He could come... He has heaps, but he doesn't have a bed frame.
Oh, and yeah, you don't want to be on the floor. It'll be too cold.
Yes.
Well, I'll stick it in the cart and you can have a look later.
All right.
Bye. Love you.
Love you. Bye. Okay, well, back to where we were, Aquarius. So, it kind of feels Like something's been interrupted. Something has interrupted you. I feel like there's a feeling of being stopped in your tracks. And I feel like May is like you getting the movement going again, getting life back, back underway. Yeah, King of Pentacles, or Knight of Pentacles. We have the Fool, Uranian energy, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, because I feel like this is you been with this stability. This is holding on to every last penny, everything that you have. This is not enough energy. This is because when we have the Four of Pentacles, the next card after the Four of Pentacles is the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is someone that's lost everything. So this Four of Pentacles holding on to whatever it is, keeping track. Obviously, keeping track of your expenses is wise, but this is hoarding. This is a lack mentality. This Four of Pentacles, it's really feeling to me like a lack mentality, because this Chiron healing is healing your mentality around resources. The Fool with the Knight of Pentacles, a brand new perspective, a brand new beginning when it comes to how you create stability for yourself in this world. This month, the end of May, has really got you focusing on resources and money. It's really got you focusing on how can I support myself whilst also really taking care of and loving my life and having fun. I really feel like an energy of like needing to have a lot more fun, because things have been really serious for ages. Like, it just feels like nurturing yourself is so important, because it just feels like you have been in this energy of like, with this Four of Pentacles, like seriousness, like, and not to say that that's not important. We all need to be serious Sallys when the time is right, but life is, at the end of the day, not that serious. It is and it isn't. It's kind of like, what do you want to make it? How do you want to live? How do you want to exist in life? Because if you just want to look at everything as being like fucking serious Sally as fuck, you're probably going to lose a sense of fun. You're going to lose your sense of joy. You're going to just look at life as bleak and dull. And I don't think that's what you want. I feel like this sun, all this Leo shit coming out, all this yellow, you just want to have fun. You want more fun. Aquarius, May is about fun. You need to get out and have more fun. You need to get out and play. Play is a part of your life's purpose. Restarting new things, trying new things, doing new things. It's all a part of your life purpose. It's all a part of where you're supposed to be moving. It's all a part of what's supposed to be happening. You are meant to thrive and play. You are meant to have a lot more fun than you've been having. That's really the message that I want to give you. So any last messages for Aquarius? I don't really want these readings to be too long. That's why I'm... Oh look, see, I told you the star was going to come out. Star, da-da, the star. Restoration. Okay, Knight of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So yes, you're feeling very exhausted. You're very tired. It feels like you're very tired. Look, Nine of Pentacles underneath that. You don't realize how much independence you actually already have. I feel like there's this energy that you have where you feel like you're so reliant, or like not even reliant, but it feels like you're kind of like stuck or really connected to other people that you don't want to be. Like this is feeling like, someone that has gone through huge financial struggle and has ended up having to move back in with their parents and is now feeling like, ashamed of that. Like that's kind of the example I want to give. Like feeling ashamed of where you are in life, when where you are in life is exactly where you're meant to be. You are meant to be opening yourself up to situations that are actually truly emotionally fulfilling. And that means relationships, and that also means relationships with others, and it also means relationships with yourself and with your work. Yeah. 10 of Wands, 8 of Cups in reverse, the Devil. It's like this is the energy of caring more about money than it does about happiness. You are no longer going to be in this energy of just caring more about money than you are about what is actually serving you. I feel like you guys have been breaking your back for something. You could have been on a journey of just like trying to push and make things happen. Or it could have even been that maybe like, with this beggar archetype, the shadow is not doing enough. The shadow is dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. So really asking yourself, how much effort am I putting in? For some of you guys, it's going to be, I've put in so much effort and, it's time to release. It's time to see things as, see the truth in what needs to go. some of you guys really have been in an energy of, you know, trying to make things work, putting everything that you can into a certain job or just your resources, you know, and things just not quite working out. And others of you guys, you just literally have not been really putting in the work. Like, that's just as simple as the situation is. That's as simple as the message is. The message is saying there's more work that needs to be done. Don't turn around and walk away prematurely because it's not giving you the fruits that you already want to be having right now. It's almost like this feeling of instant gratification, needing to become really clear on the fact that life is not instant, that our dreams don't come instantly, that nothing is instant. You know, everything takes time. Babies take time to grow in the womb. You can't just, you know, you're never going to be pregnant and one day and then have a baby the next. Like, it just doesn't work like that, because life is not about instant gratification. Life is about working towards something and building something to the point where it begins to flourish and thrive and to grow. You know, it's all about growth. Growth, growth, growth. And growth doesn't happen overnight. So May has got you really connecting to this and to really seeing the truth in what actions you need to now make and take in order to actually move into this life's purpose. And this life's purpose, you know, you guys, a lot of you guys are really powerful healers. Really powerful healers. And it doesn't matter, like, healing doesn't have to mean being a tarot reader. I say this all the time. Healing doesn't have to mean you're a tarot reader or anything like that in the spiritual community. However it is that you show up in your healing energy is how you are meant to show and share yourself as a healer. You literally could be something as simple as a furniture salesman that heals every beautiful person that walks into the door, because they start to see the potential of what they could actually have in their home and how that could change their lives. You know what I mean? Like, you can be a healer in any fucking industry, in any way, shape, or form. And so your life's purpose isn't saying you need a particular career. Your life's purpose is saying you need to be in a particular energy. And that energy is the Fool. That energy is this energy of I don't give no fucks. This energy of I'm just going to start again. I'm just going to try again. Try new things, doing new things, playing new things, going new places, trying different foods, all that sort of stuff. Being completely open to what life has to show you, what life has to share with you. This is openness, being really, really open to where life wants to take you. May is going to really have you moving at a much more solid pace. I think that May is going to have you beginning new habits, beginning new hobbies, you know, even beginning just trying out and doing things differently that really start to gain momentum over the next few months. I feel like this is the beginning of the next few months of a huge shift in who you are, you know. You guys have got Pluto moving into your sign, so you guys are next up for the transformation. You guys are right here ready to get fucking... I was about to be like, hey, universe is just gonna... But in the best way, you know. The universe never, ever, ever gives you anything that you can't handle. That's the thing. Whatever, especially I keep saying, it's life purpose, North Node, whatever's happening right now is meant to be happening because it's meant to wake you up to what is missing. You're not supported enough by your community because you are probably just trying to support others more than you allow yourself to be supported. So really allow this support to come in. Really allow yourself to just go fucking freely. Like, I feel like just be free. Like, this is... I can't really say just be free, but like, you are such a free spirit. And it feels like that spirit has been stifled. That spirit has been convinced that the only way to be of value in this world is to have a successful career. You know, it could even be your spirit was stifled in a relationship that made you feel like you were a piece of shit. Whatever that is, it's going to be different for everyone. That's why I don't really want to give specific shit. I just want to sort of let you guys move with the energy and apply it where you see fit, because everyone's going to be different. But this Two of Cups and this Queen of Cups in reverse feels like this is the month where you start to see real connections manifest. You start to see real people coming in. You start to see real connections that genuinely feel like they are so kind and nurturing to your soul. Like this star card is just coming back to life again. You're in a very vulnerable energy at the moment, Aquarius. Pluto in your sign, for the first time in our lifetimes. Like, this is not shit that any of us have ever experienced before. So Aquarius, any Aquarian soul on the planet right now, having Pluto move into your sign, none of us have experienced this before. So don't be so harsh on yourself, because we are all about to be like fucking... We are all feeling this. We are all like, holy crap. But especially you guys. Especially early degrees of Aquarius, so 0 to 4 degrees, 0 to 3 degrees. Far out. Far out. I got an Aquarius Venus at 4 degrees, and I feel it. I feel it big time. I feel it deeply. I feel crazy shifts in my Venusian area of life. So, it's be prepared. None of us know what's coming, but I mean, the best way you can prepare for it is to just let go. The best way you can prepare for it is don't attach to any outcomes. Allow life to show you where it is that life is taking you. It's not having to have everything planned out. You're not the kind of sign to have everything planned out anyway. But it does kind of feel like there's this energy of just really taking charge and really taking, putting your best foot forward. Some of you guys really need to get yourselves out creatively. Like, some of you guys have real talent for sharing it. Like, you're very charismatic, really, really charismatic. And you hide because this Queen of Cups in reverse, it kind of feels like emotional overwhelm. You guys might become emotionally overwhelmed in large crowds and just in like situations in general, because you feel so much, because you feel everyone, because you're aware of everyone. So with this Two of Cups, it just feels like love, like balance, real divine, real genuine connections. Some of you guys are going to be going to the beach. Some of you guys are going to be getting out in the water, getting outside in nature. Spending time outside naked in nature really feels like it's going to be very powerful for you guys. But it just feels like really trying different things this month and really allowing yourself to explore. I feel like some of you guys literally need to like grab your headphones, grab your iPod and go for a fucking walk. It could be like go walk through your hometown, wherever you are, just go for a big long walk, listen to some awesome music, make sure it's a beautiful sunny day, take your dog, whatever the hell you want to do, but go take yourself on a really big adventure, nurture yourself. How can you nurture yourself? What are the things that you love to do that feel really nurturing to you? Because May's really calling you to do that, because it's the only way for you to step into this new power, this new ability, because this earth, like, you guys have spent long enough worried about your stability, worried about whether I'm going to have somewhere to sleep, a roof over my head, whether I'm going to be able to eat this week, all that sort of stuff. It's really taken its toll on your spirit. And May is asking for you to move freely now. May is asking for you to shift, for it all for you to just be able to let go. Like, it feels like let go, like free spirit. May is calling you back into your free spirited energy, because it feels like with this Devil card, you've been too focused, too attached to certain outcomes, to certain experiences, to certain things. Dance. We have move your body to music, dance with the rhythm of life, and manifest your dreams through dance. So movement, getting into your body again, dancing, going for runs, exercise, all that sort of stuff. Like I just said, go for a big long walk. Your physical body is going to help you to really clear out any remaining stagnant energy that's keeping you feeling like you guys are not good enough, like you guys don't have enough. That keeps you judging yourself and not having enough, not being where you think you should be in life and shit like that. You guys are well and truly where you're meant to be, and the faster you can actually see that. Okay, so I don't know what just happened, but the camera just like fully turned off. I don't know, that was weird. Anyway, I don't know where that cut off at, but I don't want you guys to feel like your emotions are in control anymore, because that's where you guys can create that distance, because you don't want to be controlled by emotions. Emotions to an Aquarian, especially an Aquarius moon, is like icky. You know what I mean? It's like, ew. My best friend is an Aquarius moon, and like when we go to hug, we literally do this. We're like, Like that's, and it's not me, I'm a cuddly motherfucker. But when I hug her, it's all like, but just barely touch, because that's what she's like. She's an Aquarius fucking moon. She ain't cuddly. And that's the thing. You guys, you just are who you are, and that's fucking alright. Like, that's the thing. I feel like maybe you guys feel at times, you felt like you need to show up as some specific way because this is the way things need to be, and this is who someone told you that you need to show up this way because this is your job and you need to be responsible. You know, shit like that. Fuck that. You know, Aquarius, your energy is in a fuck that energy. You're just going with divine will, like Leo. I will do what's best for me. I will do what's best for me. I am not going to do what's best for you no longer. That's your vibe. That's your energy. Anyway, Aquarius, I'm going to leave this here because I don't trust my camera now. I think this was long enough anyway. I do love you guys so, so much. Let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos. Pick a card, topics, anything like that. Whatever it is that you want, shoot them down below. Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, if it resonated, please do give it a thumbs up. I very much appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new here and you haven't already, you crazy motherfucker. Just do it. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that below through the link to my website, all that sort of jazz. I have tarot and I have astrology readings up there. Don't forget to check out your channeled song, and I will see you guys in the next reading. I would like to thank your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you in all moments for allowing us to receive these messages. I hope that I see you again soon, and I hope that you have the most incredible end to your May, Aquarius. Peace.